The heat wave's coming, guys, and we've got to get this unit up and running. But before we can fire it up, we got a few things to do. So stick around, I'm gonna show you how. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So like I said, we got a heat wave coming. I want to get this guy ready so he can fire it up. I could fire it up right now and I'm sure it would work, but there's a few things. Over the years, we've got debris in here. The coils haven't been cleaned since we purchased it 2 years ago. We've had no complaints over the last 2 years, but we should basically give it a quick wash and a bath, and I'm going to show you how. So as far as tools go, basically we just got our standard socket driver and a bit size of 5/16. And we got our catch pan for our nuts and bolts, and then we've got our cleaner for the coil, which I'll go into in a few minutes. So before we do anything with this, the first thing we want to do is we want to disconnect the power. So rather than running to the panel and everything, the nice thing about this is right here there is kind of this handle here, and if I pull that right out, we are disconnected in the power. So find a safe home and everything. I'm just gonna put it conveniently down here so it's out of way, and then we're good to go. Depending where your box is and so on, right now this is where all the electrical components are. So I'm gonna really avoid this. And what I'm getting into is with this foam that we're about to spray on the coils, you basically spray it on, let it sit for 10 minutes, and at that point then we give it a wash. So with that, we just want to avoid putting any water on here. We want to put any water over here. So we're just going to be really careful with it. If you're going crazy, you may want to put a plastic bag on it, just precautions. So step one, let's get the fan disconnected. So we're just going to come across here, disconnect it. Now the back, which of course, I'm gonna have to get a ratchet, so I'll be right back. So now, quick check, everything's up there. Now, with this, when I want to lift it up, all the wiring is going to basically go into this central hub over here. So I might be able to just lift it up and prop it like that. We're going to find out what's the easiest way, but we just want to be really careful. You could basically touch strings and kind of hold it up, but like I said, it should just kind of slip. It's not a complicated thing. Now, of course, I'm going to... So I might just have to do a little bit of one hand holding, get in there and do the works. With the base pan cleaned out, there's no leaves. It's got a little bit of marks, but again, we'll get that with the hose, so not a big deal. So the product I've got here, basically it's a foaming cleaner, air conditioning coil. In this case, it's a water-based product. I've seen other brands like Viper or something along that lines that work as well. But basically, just like any cleaner you get, follow your directions. This came from good old Canadian Tire. They had it on the shelf. Again, not too many places sell it in town, so it's definitely harder to get, but this one works. So step one, let's basically give it a shake. Just come in here and just spray between your gaps. You could technically pull this all apart, but I wouldn't recommend it, but just fire where needed. Now I can even, just with the general dirt and gunk and everything. But yeah, it's one can will do. So basically per season, maybe 2 seasons in your case. If you had a unit that was super gross and you haven't done anything for the last 5+ years, you may want to buy a can, maybe like buy 2 cans and maybe an extra third just in case. So there we go. We're all Yeah, we're out. There you go. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. So the question is, why would you want to do this? Why do you want to keep your condenser clean and everything? The more it's clean, with the coils being clean, everything allows basically more air to come in for the compressor to do its job, to feed your AC unit indoors and pump it. You will get a cooler house, and it's not going to have to work as hard because the coils are clean. They have access to the air. It's just the same thing why there's certain clearances of these that you can't just shove it right next to a wall, or you can't have anything, because again, you want the air to come into the coils, and it's the same thing. We want to keep these coils clean to allow for the air to reach them in any possible way. So over time, just again, this is exposed to the elements all year round. We get a lot of rain, so there's mildew, there's all that junk, and just like your deck, I clean my deck every year and I still find mildew and crap on it, and you notice with the pressure washer. We're basically doing the same thing. On that note about pressure washers, absolutely do not use a pressure wash on this. When I'm cleaning this, it's just gonna be a simple garden hose with a very light spray, not a jet spray, just a nice garden spray, just to rinse off the foam and then get at that. So keep mind of pressure, keep it simple, and that's all you really need. So we'll wait for the next 8 minutes and then we'll clean it up, put this guy back on, fire up, and then we're good to go. So guys, it's been 10 minutes. So like I said, I just got a simple garden spray here. Of course, it's a very stubborn hose tip, which is probably not the best, but take this guy, pop it open. So conclusion guys, that's it. Basically once the power's back on, we got all the screws, there's no debris, we didn't drop any bits, we're ready to fire it on. I'm going to fire up my Ecobee here. And there she is. I'm going to turn it to cool. And for what it's worth, we will just put it down to 20, which is ridiculous. And we got power. So that's it guys. Unit fired up great, no issues. Everything's working really well. And again, just highly recommended you guys do this every year. You know, in the long run, it basically less strain on the unit, reducing your energy bill. At the same time, you're going to get better cooling inside the house. So that it's a win-win for all scenarios. It's a very simple do-it-yourself, and pretty much it. If you guys like what you saw, again, please like, subscribe. We really appreciate it. I typically don't talk about home detailing of the house, but we do it from time to time as it's important and it's something that we have to do just on a yearly basis. So, but otherwise, like I said, typically we're doing Mustangs and car detailing, which is awesome, and lots of car shows are coming up, so you don't want to miss out on that. So till the next one guys, see ya, we'll talk then.